Rise and shine. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the First Sip Energy Bus. My name is Daniel Allison. I am an average dude, and my co-host, his name is
Stop.
Freddie.
Stop. You are not an average dude. You are the average dude. I am Freddie Blanton, the number one live streaming co-host known to man.
Excuse me. I didn't have my collar fixed. I am the average dude, and you're watching the First Sip Show. Good
You know what
morning.
we should do? We should give us one of these right here. First sip, let's go!
Let's get it. Hey, I have not had this first sip. This is my first sip.
Man, that's not an average thing to do. Hold off that long for your first sip.
Oh man, we're going to talk about the power of holding off on that first sip. Freddie, I haven't looked yet. Can you tell me, are there awesome bus riders in the comments right now?
Big time.
Let's go. Let's go. I love it. Look at all these people. Let's go. There's Joe. Good morning, Mr. Joe, all the way from Boston. Buongiorno. Let's get it. It's Tuesday.
Buongiorno, Joey.
Buongiorno. 7:55, and we're alive. We are alive.
I need to know, when Joe eats pasta, does he put a big spoon in his plate and then take his fork and wrap that pasta around his fork using that spoon and then
I bet he does. He's got a big family. I can see them sitting around the table and having a great meal. And if they don't know how to handle pasta, I'd be real surprised.
Ooh.
There's Gary. Gary, we were talking about passwords yesterday with Gary. He's an IT guy. And anybody that's been in IT is a little paranoid about IT security. Have you noticed that?
Should be. According to the videos that I didn't make it all the way through yesterday, cybersecurity is the real deal. Better be looking out, folks.
It is the real deal. My dad was the same way. Is the same way. Paul Pappy, it feels like a Java-inspired Tuesday. Let's go. Let's get it. It's that first sip of coffee. Hey, look at this stranger. Stranger on the bus. There's Jacob. Good morning, my positive
Mr. Positive himself.
You all are awesome, and you are too, Jacob. Thanks for being here. There's JK, the average dude. Thanks, JK. Great to have you on the bus. There's DJ. Love to get DJ on here live when he can make it. That's awesome. Freddie from Cambodia. Wow. There's kaboom.
That's just wild. Let's just take a second. Cambodia. Okay. Pretty wild.
That is pretty wild. That's far. You know, I don't want to do another geography lesson.
Yeah, I can't get there from here.
I can't get that. It's like it's out. It's amazing though. We can all connect. JK, we got Gary, we've got Joe in Boston, we've got Antarctic Mike. Who knows where Antarctic Mike might be? And I think it's really cool to bring everybody into this one little virtual energy bus. So there's Joe. What does Joe say here? It says, the truth does not change according to our ability to stomach it. Accept the challenges of life to grow and learn. Every single day we learn something.
Yeah, sure enough.
Joe probably sopped Sunday gravy with a nice torn off chunk of Italian bread. That's what great people do. I love it. Nothing like doing income tax last minute into the night and oversleeping the next day. Still managed to get to the bus. Great.
Yeah, baby. Commitment.
Hey, it's tax time. Hey, Freddie, I want to talk to you about something. I held off on that first sip of coffee. And I think you do a fantastic job of this. You do hard things. And I want you to talk about why earn your dopamine. Have you heard that? What does that mean, and what does it mean to you over the last couple of years?
Ooh, well, you and I both have kind of been through this thing of, hey, you know what? Let's just embrace hard things, whether it be a little a little side challenge. For a while, it was so many push-ups, cold water exposure, make your bed, discipline. But the exposure to cold water, instant dopamine hit for a while, and you earned it. The workout, you earned it. When you get hits off this thing, when you get hits off the phone, you're not really earning the dopamine.
That's right. It's the easy way. It's the coffee. That first sip of coffee is going to be fantastic. But if I can kick that rock down the road, and that's what I'm trying to do. My new challenge for myself is to have that first sip of coffee at 7:55. Now, if you don't go to bed on time, you're going to wake up to work out, and you're going to be tired, and you're going to want to drink that coffee. So it kind of makes you stay very granular with your personal development and with your choices so that you can earn your dopamine. But kicking that rock down the road like that, control feels good.
Oh, control. We had Mr. Earn Your Dopamine on the show, and he had been how many cold plunges in a row?
A ridiculous amount. I don't remember that gentleman's name, but that was
awesome. The ice open to get in it and record himself. And, for a while, he would take a carrot and throw it for his dog.
Exactly.
And the dog passed away, and he'd still have the carrot and take a bite.
Yes.
Earn your dopamine.
Earn your dopamine. And I think that's the one that I couldn't remember where we heard that, but I think that's a great thing. And anytime, something that I was thinking last night, let's see if I put it in here so I can remember exactly what it was. The thing that we don't want to do, right? Whether that is going on that run, doing whatever it is that we don't want to do, holds the most potential for that return, right? Like there's something about that. And so finding those things that we don't want to do and catching ourselves taking the shortcut is a great way to keep control. Freddie, what are you looking at?
It's driving me crazy that I can't think of his name right now.
Hey, if Dan can't get
Matt Chenard.
There you go. If Dan can't get to Atlantic City right, forget Cambodia. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Hey, there's Vicky Watts. I was wondering where Vicky Watts was, and there she is. The bus is complete. Let's get on and stay on track to start the day. Absolutely. So, Fred, what else is on your mind? We were talking about some things last night. Do you remember those?
Yeah, I think that you and I mentioned how do people, because yesterday we wanted to talk about communication, but look at there it is. Hi, mighty.
I'm on the team, man.
And we wound up going down the gratitude path.
Yeah.
And then yesterday afternoon, as we were debriefing the day, we want to talk about communication. And then I thought, how do people respond in moments of, I don't know if I said anger or frustration? What type of communicator are you when you are 100% frustrated? Because there's different types.
There are. And I have learned that, it's not fun to admit, but I've always been a little passive aggressive, right? Very, very calm, very, very calm, very, very calm. And then something happens and no control of that, right? Yeah. And it's very emotional and you might strike out passive aggressively or you might say something. What about you, Fred?
I ride the wave. There's been times where I'm the guy, kicking up dust and throwing my arms and how could we do this? But maybe saying the truth in such a way that it's probably not good.
It's painful.
It's painful for people around me when I'm exposing the truth. I've been that guy, but then there's also times, and I feel like I'm gradually getting better at this, where it's just like, hey, all right, let's figure out what happened.
Yeah, let's figure out what happened. Yeah, yeah. No,
In a
no,
very
that's
calm way,
interesting.
let's figure out what happened so we can fix it.
Well, have you always been like that? Have you always not? I mean, essentially, that's kind of in that comfort, like it's an uncomfortable conversation, right? And that's got a little bit of maybe hostility to it. There's a disagreement. Now, I'm a great facilitator. I would rather not be involved. I would rather keep everybody else calm and help them kind of stay logical with it. But when I'm involved in those, everything goes up. I remember when I was telling you about the hotel situation when I I was so frustrated with the manager, and I couldn't believe it. It's almost like, are these people trying to make? I don't want to be angry. Don't make me angry. I don't want to be angry.
I turn green when I get angry.
I get emotionally unstable when I get angry. No, but then you know, for me, it's kind of like I kind of lost it a little bit that day, and then I have to kind of get myself back. But it's always, I'm always have been disappointed in that too. I would rather, what is the right way to do this? What is the right way to communicate when you're frustrated? I don't know the answer.
Yeah, I think you have to be self-aware. And if you think about this, so a couple years ago, I told you that, you know what, I want to be slightly more confrontational.
And you've done really well on that.
Thank you. And it wasn't to be mean or hateful, and it was for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to maybe ask one more question, or in tough situations that let's just turn it up one more notch to figure out the best way to de-escalate situations, to figure out the best way once I reach a certain point to, you know what, this isn't helping anybody.
Well, let's think about it.
Yeah.
If you don't speak up, if you're afraid to have that uncomfortable conversation with, say, your coworkers, or with any relationship, if you don't have those uncomfortable conversations and you passive aggressively let things build up, well, not only maybe does the customer suffer, the relationship suffers, but certainly this idea of playing nice and kind of burying your emotions, that's not the win.
Right. Because then that makes it worse.
It does. It makes it worse when we try to hide things. Let's see what we've got in the comments. We've talked a little bit about some of this. Anybody is my frustrated communication? Paul Pappy, frustrated communication makes you bleed on people who didn't cut you.
You're a bleeder, and I like blood.
Hey, I like that though. Actually, that's true. And when you're frustrated, and we've all seen that, and I'm just imagining somebody that's frustrated at something that maybe they should be and maybe they shouldn't be, and now everybody's got to pay for it.
Yeah, you see that a lot.
I used to see it in school. I'd get the teacher frustrated, and everybody else would have to pay for it.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Okay, what else did he say? I'm not sure who coined that phrase. Oh, that's not a Paul Pappy original. Ow, yeah. Paul. That was good, though. It was good. Hey, when we figure it out, we're going to give him credit. Let's see what Joe says. Joe says, it's okay to be passionate, but not emotional. Emotions come from the primal section of the brain, and we need to use it, the prefrontal cortex. See, we're getting too smart for me now, but I like it. To filter how to deal in a society where words and actions can either help or kill us. It's true. And that's why it's so important that we have to be self-aware. We do have to ask ourselves how we communicate. Help me understand is my frustrated lead in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, help me understand why you didn't do what I asked you to do.
Aaron's like, help me understand. It's like a volcano. He's holding it back though. Help me understand before I turn into the Incredible Hulk. Aaron's Vicky. She says, I have to be introspective. I had a situation yesterday that was an uncomfortable conversation, and what came from it was a supplement to my client's company handbook. It outlines company expectations of their employee conduct as they represent their employers, representatives of the community. I think what you have to do is a well laid out expectation rather than having to handle a situation you've never told your people what the expectation was in the first place.
Yeah, great point.
I agree. You've got to communicate what those standards are. If you're frustrated about something that you didn't communicate clearly, I've done that before. Be frustrated at a prospect or be frustrated at somebody. Well, you didn't do a good enough job. You didn't communicate it well enough for them to understand. So
and
really
then you go right back at them. Well, you should have known.
Yeah, you should have known. But what's wrong with you? We want to point fingers, and it's always just a better idea if we want to grow to find out where we might have been in the wrong.
And Jacob's got us right here. Final thought. Self-awareness is the most important.
It will change the game. I was very unself-aware for a very long time. I like becoming self-aware. Freddie, final thought on this Tuesday, because we're coming right back here at 7:55 on Pump Day.
Hey, if you're getting frustrated and blame it on somebody else, you may need to check your self-awareness button.
Attitude adjustment. See you tomorrow. Let's roll. Bye-bye.